But trust me, like when he gets going, he's definitely in that bracket, and so is Kellogg's as well. And even at this point, SMB are going to go pushing forward, looking to try and find those opening jewels. It's only going to be a trade initially, and actually the spike's going to start running back towards this A side.
Gearing up for the A hit. Looks like a lot of noise is being made here, though. Mixwell definitely causing a bit of a distraction. As we see the Tiger put out, clearing the backside. Aura crosses over. Good dash in there from Kellogg's, who manages to connect the shot to Brave. That's the side opened up for a plant, and SuperMassive not going to have a great chance of fighting back. They've at least taken down Nukier, but the spike does get planted. Time now, a big constraint on them. And Pora's so low that just one bullet is needed to take him down. Getting the plant down here and now, but Tom, we say it many times. A couple weapons dropped here is the ideal scenario for the Turkish squad. They've already got... Whoa! Oh! Yeah, they've got two.
This is one of those moments where Kellogg's is just shouting, they're all there. They're on there, and he's like, all really? All there? No, all there. Everyone. He's trying to push back in.
Oh.
This is starting to get scary. Already 3 kills. This is a successful round, but it comes down to just one. Avova's the only man remaining. They're already on the defuse. He needs to wipe out everybody. He's not going to be able to do it.
They have got a number advantage here for G2 as they push out onto the site. Good dash by Kellogg's. He's already in the tube. And it'll be Coldamenta to take the kill. In the corner, Izzy gets caught, detected, and taken down. And, well, Tom, it's not even 4 spies back and forth. It's the eco rounds. Full sheriffs.
This is stupid.
I'm at a loss for words, but I guess this is yin and yang. SuperMassive get their eco, and then G2 just answer back. Thing is, oddly, G2 have ended up in a better spot. Challenge on A. And there you go. Is he trying to catch an angle above the wall, but it doesn't quite work out. Pora quick to connect with a sheriff in hand. And I feel like, once again, they're under threat, especially with Izzy connecting on the Mixwell. The spike is pretty much stuck. What a shot.
This is exactly what Nuki does, and luckily he's got Kellogg's alongside him. This was looking like a done deal, but now a possibility for the remaining couple of players of over. With a little bit of utility remaining to try and slow them down, and with Brave coming in from behind, Nuki should almost definitely be dead. No real chance to survive that angle, and now it's left all onto the Spectre. It seems like there's little to no hope, and actually upgrading slightly at least. It gives him the first duel. Second for Russ, though, is not going to happen.
And there's lots of challenge here.
Yeah, it's going to go straight through. Oh, it's a little bit awkward. Russ already going to be catching out one. Turco has found another as well. We're going to see the Seekers spotting out where Nuki is. I thought for a second he would actually destroy that for the team there, but decided to be a little bit more focused on actually taking on the round again. And awkward spot, and Izzy. Well, you wanted to see that operator. There it will be. Closing out the round.
And of course, as we said, the retake on A means Sky is very quick to rotate. Seekers go out. This will clear Hookah for them alongside a flash, confirming they can push through after the nade. Oh, Kellogg's out on long. He gets traded, though. Here we go. Avova starting to up the pace a little bit. Deep nade goes down. Izzy forced onto the site with 10 HP. Will be sideswiped by Mixwell, and now this gets dangerous. Russ tries to buy a little bit more space, but it won't happen this time around. And Killjoy's ulti being spammed onto... Doesn't really matter in the end. Urko, but with a Spectre in his hand, this is going to be a really tough battle for him. They're coming through the smoke, though, and that gives him the perfect opportunity. Runs out of ammo, tries to upgrade, but not quite in time. Still, that has bought them enough time to get Russ into position. Now tucked in the corner of the site, but Nuki's clearing it and looking for a little bit more. Creeping up towards the spawn wall. This is a tough retake now. SuperMassive Blaze needs someone to find that angle, and Pora is completely undetected. Great shot onto Coldamenta. Mixwell spotted in the corner is taken down quickly, and now it's all onto Nukier. A big clutch needed to keep them alive in this round. Spike down in the open. He can't quite reach it. There we go. But he needs to get it planted, and they're on 2 different angles. He now knows exactly where both players are. This could be pretty powerful. He can find one of these kills. Oh, but they know he's not planting.
10 seconds left.
He's going to run this clock all the way down. 8 seconds remaining. He fakes the plant, and here comes the swing. Perfectly timed to take him down.
And this fades. There's going to be a multitude of players on the other side. Maybe trying to fake them out with his current positioning. In fact, I thought for a second he was going to get both. It looked like he should have done. Izzy waiting to the last possible second to find the kill onto Avova. But that takes out a lot of the utility available for G2 and gives them an all-important man advantage.
Yeah, well, first of all, the spike's left behind here, so this is going to be a very slow... Oh, well. Suboptimal, to say the least. They lost their Seekers in those early fights as well. Bladestorm's gone. Like, you're not going to be a showstopper in this situation. Good kill. Spike picked up. Spike dropped.
Down B.
They're playing 3-man B right now. Happy to retake if he manages to get a plant down. Far enough away from his ultimate that it won't really matter. And, well, look at the firing squad.
What can he do to us?
Well, here's the Seekers popped out. Remember, this gave them hookah control last time, but now it's going to be used to overrun the A site and get Jet into a very aggressive position. I don't know, there's still an updraft to play with, but Kellogg's is deciding instead to go in through spawn. Much more aggressive stance to go in for these fights, and a nice headshot, followed by a second. He's running into heaven, and okay, he won't land that shot. Nuki a little bit too quick in taking the kill, and a nice nade to deal even more damage. This is a fantastic start for G2, but they have to hold on. They might not know about Pora's flank. He's done this so often. But surely they're going to check it, and that they do, with Avova trading out his teammate and Turco falling. This is pretty much done and dusted. Russ is running for the hills to save that Vandal to play with this time around. And Tom, yes, they've won a lot of the rounds with pistols. They've also won them by throwing in mainly the Seekers, right? The Seekers have found them a lot of room to maneuver on. It seems to be that lack of information that they're really playing with a lot of the time, giving Supermassive Blaze the ability to have these late round aggressive stances that we've seen from them again and again.
Oh yeah, they've almost used Showstopper as well as an ability to take control of that. Like, no one's going to push back into a Showstopper. That almost becomes the secondary point.
Oh,
he's just been owned.
Dirty.
The combo of the Boombot alongside the operator and Izzy is just completely outplayed his opponent. The turret's going to make things all the more irritating. That spot is so dirty. Like, it shoots over the top of the screen, gives them the information, and then also snaps back to spot anybody going out. I feel like they've intentionally put this in play, and that was just a random shot towards him over, and it almost kills him off. 8-4. Impressive. So I think that will be a true showing of what Turkish Jets have to offer. That was an audacious attempt from Koldamenta. Straight through. I don't know if he tried to run back the other way and was just so blind he got caught, but that has gone very badly wrong and ends up with... Oh, it looks like a very easy round for Supermassive Blaze.
Oh, Nukia, look at him go! Oh, he's full blind and he's still killing people, popping headshots, but it's not enough. Lots of stars going down. The B site gets overrun. Izzy trying to get up close, but Koldamenta prevents it. The site still under threat as the wall breaks, but a good shot by Turco, and Russ follows up with more. The Sheriff of Pora leaves just Kellogg's and Nukia alone. Now, Kellogg's has managed to get very early on in towards Hookah, but they know he's here. And it has to be...
Last player standing.
Well, yeah. With Nukia falling, this is very unfortunate. Because getting out's going to be tough. And that's why. Sprayed down, weapons upgraded. Supermassive Blaze are 11-4 in the lead, Tom. 12-4. This could be the final round of G2's map pick. And Pora has even opened it up onto Koldamenta. The teleport play caught red-handed. An ultimate pop by Supermassive Blaze. Mixwell has actually managed to avoid being caught by that Seeker. He gets in, sneakily destroys the ult, and he's out. Oh, here comes the Showstopper, hunting him down inside the Viper's pit. Russ onto Avova, and this surely is 13-4 for Supermassive Blaze. They even have the res, insult to injury for G2, who now have a 2 versus 5. All the efforts put in by Mixwell and the others are gone. And Tom, I'm not feeling too hopeful about this one. Nuki has to push out through a smoke, and just like that, it is close. 13-4. 3 players, soon to be 4, grouping up there. An ambitious pistol for G2, but Koldamenta picks up the first. Now they have a little bit of access, but look over towards main. This is always the troublesome position, and with Pora tucked in there, it could get very scary indeed. Russ kind of postured there, you know? He went for that fight in the alleyway that you normally wouldn't go for if you had a teammate inside of main. Yeah. There's only one player watching for it. That alarm bot should give it away. Pora standing still and avoiding it eventually. Steps to the side and a headshot connected. Leaves Mixwell low. Russ takes advantage of that and Koldamenta. And I think it's going to be around some of this Sova utility. The recon in particular, when you've got that Odin in play, it can be so strong. And here it goes.
Stashing in. He's made some space. He's become the focus, but even still, the trades are actually coming in thick and fast. Turco ends up with 3 kills on the Spectre. Now, there is going to be a bit of a risky peek coming in from Mixwell, but again, he'll have to go for the same. Mark, I think he actually got the tank.
Spike planted.
Yeah, it looked like it up above, but it's long since gone. 12 seconds until recon again. When you've got that Odin in play and an A-side retake, you want that recon. 5 seconds. I don't want to see a peek right now. Save that. There we go. Perfect. Gonna go for the lockdown. Recon's coming over. Spam can come through and catch them as they go back on out. Before is pushing right on up into their faces. That's gonna be the lockdown destroyed. And now it's only Coldamenta. His head taken clean off.
At least 2 very strong ultimates online. They've got everything they could desire in terms of weaponry. If they don't win this round, yeah, you might as well just look at the other way. Mixwell, well, when they need a hero, he's the one to step up, but the trades come back so fast. They've already found 2 kills back. Coldamenta will give them the advantage once more, but Turco is just turning things on his head again. An afterplant for Supermassive Blaze, and what was looking like the best opportunity so far could still go the Turkish side's way.
And another round where Nuke doesn't have the opportunity to use that res. That would put the numbers back in their favor and give them a fantastic chance. Because he falls in that initial engagement, that option isn't on the table anymore. And G2 need to find a way back into this site. It starts by breaking the wall and a desperate attempt to spam above. Make sure that there's not anyone on top of the wall. The dash in from Kellogg's. That's going to be very slow to trade back, and indeed, Avova comes around the corner. They're staring right at him, and then they immediately eliminate Kellogg's. Is that Avova can slow them down and take 2 kills along the way, and he even gets spotted as he looks up above to see the recon. Good shot by Kellogg's, but now he's got players all around him to worry about, and the first connection isn't quite there on short. They're closing in the distance and looking to take him down, but with the dash online, he's quickly out of there. Not quite finishing off the round, but surely Bora doesn't get away with this one.
Oh, okay. I don't think he has time, so he's just going to try and bait them in and do as much damage as humanly possible. And the second Mixwell realizes he's not planting, he's just going to back off. Needs to keep the weaponry up. He's got the paranoia to at least hold them back for the second. A smoke going down, but he actually runs into it. And Pora always in the right place at the right time. We're going to see the attempted rotation into the boathouse, but Pora has already found himself another one. It leaves a lot of the pressure on Coldamenta, but he's at least picked off one.
But now stuck and isolated on the back of the side, even slowed into the corner. And Brave quickly deals with him. The shot to Nukia makes it even more bleak. There is a wall there. Kellogg's can potentially updraft on top of it, but it would give away his position. Might be more worthwhile just sneaking on through. But with so many players up against him, it seems very unlikely. He does avoid the recon. Supermassive Blaze boxed in. Lots of steps being heard on mid. Good position by Mixwell. Nearly whiffs it out there in the end. Great second shot. And now Izzy's trapped in the corner. There it is.
Success in finding them. This round was the exception. And now we're seeing the space looking to be taken again. They shut down the initial aggression of Supermassive Blaze. Nuki looks like he's come online for this round as he looks to shut it down. 3 kills as it leaves just one man standing. It is going to be a 5-on-5 retake with 0 damage done. Tell me how many times you've seen that in a pistol.
Yeah, it doesn't happen all too often. What was that shot? Maybe bullets do curve. He's dashing away and still hitting it. Oh, we've got Kellogg's living in an action movie. Coldamenta is being pushed down. Able to find himself one. Kellogg's in with another, and this is looking fantastic. Only Izzy remains. He's still doing damage, though. The final player up close. All he needed was the headshot, but it won't come through.
I have managed to take quite a lot of mid control. He's already going to be here. Poor again. He's been the thorn in their side. The one player that they didn't actually pick up from the Heretics roster. It seems to be the one that maybe they're missing. As again, they're just looking to be shut down completely. Potentially not worth the risk either with the weaponry that they currently have.
Here, blinding.
We're going to see the paranoia thrown through. Turco again coming under pressure. Multiple angles, but he hits the headshot anyway. I don't even see the head of the player, but he still manages to find it every single time. It's 12-5.
It's probably the time you want to get some intel or just go for the straight gamble. And they're on their way over. The shots from Pora, not quite going to connect. Forced in for the reload. And this could be just a full retake, especially with that lockdown online.
To try and clear them out the back of this side. Mentor's fighting for it, trying to deny it, and he's doing a decent job of it as well, but the lockdown's still in play. They might actually get detained, and instead Izzy has just gone huge. He's gonna get stuck in the mud. It's left all onto Kellogg's to try and fight this back in the 1v2 for survival, and this time it will not happen.
Not quite the game that we had hoped to get out of this one for G2, but definitely a solid showing for SuperMassive plays. The Turkish squad have now confirmed themselves their spot in Berlin for Masters 3.